podcast studios of Built by Keith. Watch to the end for the most shocking truths of all time of the corruption and greed around the world solved by UNIoCracy.com. For indeed, the most unfair advantage is you are being abused by the criminal ruling elite and the political criminals who reside in your own governments and corporations. The solution is under BuiltByKeith.com.
January 7th, 2015, number 323. This is the last video of the moment. These are all the websites, the progression of what's been happening around the world. I even called the U.S. military last night and talked to a criminal investigator who's going to finally notify the FBI to come find me. I'm sick and tired of all these people threatening me because I went to the military to debrief them on the #1 anti-crime methodology of all time. It's all right here. Political crime terror is the #1 problem of all time. These are all websites you can pause and go look for. For indeed, I did a press release, multiple press releases, multiple press conferences. Simply read the details. That solution government stops all terrorism and all crimes forever. How much simpler can it be? For indeed, I even do graphics artist work. The root problem is indeed greed, and it's solved with solutionfinal.com, as well as all the other solutions that are sitting right there in front of you. And it boils down to BuiltByKeith.com, which is the world's clearinghouse of all solutions to save mankind from their own tyranny, oligarchy, dictatorship. Yes, rule by the criminal ruling elite. These are the basic solutions. There's quite a few more on BuiltByKeith.com, with emphasis on solutiongovernment.com and all the others. I'm literally bored, stiff, not being able to find the first honest person, which is exactly what this is about. For I represent God the entire time. Everyone in Atlanta, Georgia, and around the world knows who I am because they have seen me ministering to them directly. And I'm using viral social media campaign, still trying to find the first honest person. Why has FBI James Comey and Attorney General Loretta Lynch and the U.S. military, including Joint Chiefs of Staff, Interpol, Congress, I've notified everyone in the entire world. All they have to do is ask NSA, CIA, or Homeland Security to come find me, because I'm sick and tired of constantly telling them who the criminals are, how to identify them with face recognition by their own court documents. That's manhuntall.com. Actually, the best one is The Final Terrorist. For indeed, it does go back to the Bible. I don't like to thump on the Bible because too many of the political criminals happen to be a lot of the pastors who claim that they have the one and only true church. That happens to be ChristDomain.com. For God indeed does own all of your assets and all of your land and all of your life and even your breath. For indeed, the one place to start is right here. It's called Unity URL. There's my phone number. Very easy to see that this changes the world as all communities come together to uphold justice and equality by enforcing constitutional law, enforcing ethics and honorability and trustworthiness. And the key word there happens to be virtue. Still can't find any honest person, so who do you know that can simply contact the FBI and the Attorney General and the U.S. government and everyone around the world to tell them this is the Chinese year of the pig, when the criminals will be forced into slave prison camps to build us new homes and new communities and to do the basic farming, call them migrant farm laborers, so they can enjoy, be held accountable for their crimes, for their refusal to testify. I've been asking all the criminals to run to the FBI before Robert Rose has them executed by the criminal ruling elite, which happens to be some of the top-level judges, prosecutors, district attorneys, and even Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates, who implicated herself on 4:11 CR 112 4 years ago. Welcome to the Universal Show of BuiltByKeith.com. Simply call up at 10 o'clock Eastern Time daily on the conference call and debrief me as I go back to the military today and all the national news media stations where I'm currently residing, which no one really knows. Only the criminals know, and only criminals care where you are. The honest people are too tied up in pure survival mode. It's now 1,025 days since indeed I was kidnapped. It's so simple to see by the court documents. 1, 2, 3, 25, 50 different documents, actually 100 documents that are all part of the biggest cover-up conspiracy to threaten my life, steal my assets, because Robert Rose does this against his other clients turned victims. He files lawsuits against them and then pursues them in court by bribing the judges and the client's own lawyers to dismiss the case so that he goes free. It's always been that simple to see. It's even down at a kindergarten level. We're now up on top of Stone Mountain once again. We have a river flowing behind us because we had a storm here earlier, and there's actually storms that are brewing all over Atlanta. And yet we're sitting here in an opening in the sky, watching the clouds go by and listening to the thunder and a little bit of wind behind me. I'm fully justified in what I'm doing because I'm working on behalf of God Himself. How much plainer can it be what my purpose is here on earth? To bring righteousness and justice to all mankind. How's that for a final summary? All part of SolutionFinal.com, of course. Solution Government and UNIoCracy.com. It changes the world.
Is that what you call this? This world is a cesspool of crime, corruption, and poverty. Where there isn't war, there's greed. Where there isn't greed, there's hunger.
You can't change humanity.
No, but I can reshape that reality.
You wanted to speak with me. Why?
I wanted to meet the only other one of my kind, and to make certain there are no misunderstandings. I will destroy you. The question is, will you let your human agents die with you?
Utilizing SolutionFinal.com, this is the perfect place to build King Solomon's Temple for New Zion 2. It's the top of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Plenty of wonderful view of all of Georgia from the top of Stone Mountain. We're doing a 360 right now. We might even do a 720, for indeed 2 circles are necessary. One around the criminals and one around the saved, those that have gone to Reformation and revival and have been saved by their own confessions. Indeed, I am the godson of Jesus Christ. And no one is paying attention to justice and equality throughout the world because they're blinded by their own greed and acquiring the assets of other people, breaking almost every one of God's original 10 commandments, which are not suggestions or guidelines. And really all you really need is 1 Corinthians 13:13, love others. How much simpler can that be? Behind me is my new home, the Buckhead Financial District in Atlanta, Georgia. And yet I'm down to probably my last couple of dollars because I've been defrauded of $1.2 million and not a single person
has ever debriefed me. So I'll do my own press conference once again and continue broadcasting freely until justice is served. Here I have the transmission tower behind me, and yet no one's paying attention. But they are when these videos go viral. Simply search for Built by Keith. It's right there on my chest. Indeed, I am a courageous man. Keith Duncan, Atlanta, Georgia, broadcasting live until the world changes for the best, the better than the best. Who passes judgment on me? I've never passed judgment on anyone else. I'm simply telling the truth the entire time with acts of wisdom. Welcome to God's Universal Show.
Everyone take action with authority. That's all that's ever been required.